Hello and welcome back to Libib's booktube channel. My name is Kaylin and look what I have behind me. I recently got a new bookshelf that I have been excited for since I had to get rid of my last bookshelf when I moved out of my old apartment from like last year. Rest in peace, white bookshelf. Anywho, I decided to grab a new desk from Walmart. This is like their mainstays. So first things first, I'm going to show you some of the books that I have. Oh, there goes the sun. Now I gotta get back into it. And I have a couple of stacks underneath my desk right now currently. I have a couple of totes down here and a clock and a shoe thing. I'm gonna turn on some light so I can see. I've been waiting to film this like all day ever since I got home. So in this first bin, I have a bunch of clothes that I used to protect my books when I was moving. All PJs and just like t-shirts and all that fun jazz. There are some books in there. These are not my books I really want to get to as soon as possible. But the books I want to get to as soon as possible are over in this stack right here. And then as I open up this bad boy, these are going to be most of the books that I want to get to reading rather soon. This is going to be more like my Sarah J. Maas books. There's some Percy Jackson books in there as well as Deadpool. I also just went to look because I'm like, 2 boxes. That doesn't seem like a lot of books. Like, where did my other books go? But then I realized, yeah, no, I literally only have 2 boxes of books. And then the books that are right here that I want to get to as soon as possible. Oh, the mailman is here, but you can't see him. Ha. But anywho, I just have 2 boxes of books, and I have this like little stack over here of books, and I can't believe how little my book collection has shrunk. So anyhow, I'm gonna get to it, and here goes nothing. And this is the final product of my new bookshelf. It's so totally rad. So now that I'm done with my bookshelves, I wanted to kind of discuss how I came about this setup, I guess. Going into it, I had literally no idea what I was doing or what this turnout was even gonna happen. I first started putting up some books up here, here, and here. This is like my favorite shelf and the books that I want to read as soon as possible. So I like to put those books right here. I like to have a couple of like trinkets or whatever, and then my Libib stuff right here, which is all of our like photos, bookmarks, some of my business cards in there. So I like having that there as just like a little display for, it's nice to have like in the videos. The next shelf up is going to be my rainbow shelf, and once I started putting the colors together, I was kind of gonna put a rainbow shelf and have the rainbow kind of come down between the 2 shelves, but the more I looked at it, the more I had these dark covered books that were like black or like dark blue, that sort of color scheme. So I put all of them together up here, and then totally put the Merciless 4 last right in my display feature right there. Because let's be real, that book is bum.com. Oh, and now I look like an Oompa Loompa because of the orange light. Thank you, light. Besides that, I just have like my little rainbow shelf like right here with my old picture of my little hedgehog foosball, who is now dead and has been dead for a long while, so rest in peace, little buddy. But I went and did a rainbow shelf here since I had so much black and darkness up there. And then I have like my favorite shelf. And then the next shelf below, I really had no idea like going into it like what this shelf would be, and now it's kind of just like a hodgepodge mess. I got duology, no, that's a trilogy, my bad. But I have the first 2 books in the series. I have a duology, first book in the series I don't have. I have another duology, which don't see this book because I'll probably be in the next book haul because I just got it at the Barnes & Noble sale. Then I have the first 2 books in the Amber and the Asher series. So this was just kind of like a mosh podge of hardcovers that I wanted to have right here. I wanted them to all be the same height, but that didn't happen. Maybe That's so much better now because I was so awkward having tall, short, and then tall again. I have my little piggy bank here, who's empty. And then I have my Cauldron Cakes Harry Potter tin that I got for Christmas one year when I lived out in Montana by my friend Jenny. She was awesome possum at giving me my Secret Santa gift at the store I worked at. Next up, down here, I have my Sarah J. Maas collection that I have not read yet still. So I still am in the middle of The Crown of Midnight, which I started a couple years ago when I lived out in Montana and have not continued on with it. But we have A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, all the other Sarah J. Maas books. Then we also have like all my little writing stuff. And then last but not least, I just have Rick Riordan and a cookbook and The Runaways by Rainbow Rowell, which is really tucked back in there. But anyhow, this is just like a quick overview. I will definitely be making a bookshelf tour in the near future. Now that I have all these bags and mess behind me, but I want to do a full like on a bookshelf tour. So if you want to see that video, hit the like button and let me know in the comment section down below. There were a couple other books because I was like, I know I'm forgetting books. So I had to stop and pause a couple of times and like, where are my other books? Because I cannot find Gemina. And it was in a tote over upon yonder. So I was like, I know I have more books, I just didn't know where. So I had 2 totes and then another tote that was like half books, video games, a little bit of movies, and other trinkets and such things. I do have an extra tote or 2. This is the Aftermath. There are a couple of books in here, my Deadpool movie, Captain Underpants, other paperwork that is irrelevant to my life now. Here I have my high school diploma, and I have a couple more books in here. I have like Zenith, I have Nelson DeMille, I have a couple other arcs, a couple other books that I got at book conventions. There are also books in here that I have read that I didn't want to just display on my shelf, and then I have some shirts to keep the book safe. But I mainly have like Divergent. I know that's a series that I'm like, I don't want to like display that because I just don't have room. I mean, I do have room and I want to display it since it is one of my all-time favorite novel series trilogies, and I absolutely loved Divergent, but I just don't want to display it because I feel like it, and I hope to get more books in the near future so that way I can fill up those empty spaces on my bookshelf, but that probably won't be for a while. So anyhow, that's gonna be it for today's video. I set up my new bookshelf, put all the books on it, so I hope this was a fun journey for you as it was for me. I'm like all sweaty and gross from lifting up a bunch of books and such. So I'm gonna turn on the AC, watch some TV, and have a nice glass of water. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment in the section down below. Have you guys recently redid your bookshelves or moved or any of that fun jazz with books? Anyways, it's gonna be it for this week's video, and I will see you guys next Thursday for a new bookish video.